Alright, YouTubers, X1 Falcon here, just showing you my newly modified PC77, also known as a 1377 from Crosman. And this one I picked up at Dick's as the pistol version, which obviously it is not anymore. So what did I do to here? Well, first of all, I got the stock, put that on, took the little hand grips off. They didn't seem to fit my hands very well, so got rid of that. I'm thinking of actually grinding this little nibbing off. That was actually there for the hand stocks, hand grips, and I don't like it. It kind of interferes with how I want to hold the gun. Also, and in putting this on, I've noticed that there's just two screws here on the left side, right side. Well, there was a little bit of rocks back and forth between the gun and the stock, and I didn't like that. So what I did, there's no way to really fix that other than go in. I took the stock off, and this part that comes, the steel part comes down here. I went ahead and drilled and tapped that for a number 440 screw. And then first of all, I drilled through here, marked it, drilled it, and then I drilled through the gun and tapped it. There's nothing down here in this lower section to worry about anything going wrong, so you know, it can interfere with any workings. So I went ahead and did that, tightened that up, then I tightened my two side screws down, and what do you know, it's absolutely rigid. So it took any play out. I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's really nice, and it's only one extra screw, so I think I might get a countersink and put that in there, make it nice and flush, but that's what I had, so I put it there. And second of all, I put the new steel breech on. Comes with a plastic breech normally. That was crap. Everybody said, put the steel breech on. Yeah, you're right, it's better. So anyway, I put that on, but I did something a little bit different with my bolt here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I polished all the flats on here. I left everything else black, but I polished, oops, let me get this down here in the frame. I polished every one of these flat spots to a high shine. Buffed it real good. Went, I think, 400 grit, 1000, 2000, and then polished it with a buffing wheel, a little bit of compound, and it turned out real good. I figured I'd personalize it a little bit. I did notice also that when I go to come up here and cock it, it wouldn't move back. It would come back to about here, and then that was it. And I was like, it needs to come back farther so you can actually finish cocking the thing. So I had to do a little work in there. Anyway, all in all, it's pretty good. I liked it. I did notice also that the back here, this little pin that comes with your breech, there's a little bit of room in there. There still is. It kind of flops back and forth a little bit. Not real happy with that. But I figured I'll get a little tiny washer or something I can put in there. It has to be a shim washer because the standard washer is just too thick. It probably only needs about a 1/1000th washer or something like that. Anyway, so that's one thing. The second thing I did was I went ahead and took off that little extra tang that comes up here on the trigger. I didn't like that at all. Like I said, it got in the way of my hand. It was kind of just in the way, so I got rid of that. It did, unfortunately, make the trigger be able to kick out real far. So I'm going to look into seeing how I can internally push that back and just hold it back. I haven't done any real trigger mods other than polishing I did polish the trigger. It did come in black. I had to take all the black off and polish it real good, which I did. Also polished the sear, and it did seem to help. What people were saying, it does seem to help. I do want to reduce the spring tension though on this. This has got a tremendous spring pressure on it. I wasn't real thrilled with that. So anyways, and then of course lastly I stuck a little 4-power jump scope on it just because I noticed that the back screw and the front screw, well, the front screw is actually just a little teeny screw in here, and you have a little what do you call that? Anyways, little set screw holds the barrel, which is nice because it makes the barrel tighter too, by the way. So the other thing, anyways, this screw in the back, they give you a longer screw when you put this on, but it still does not allow you to put the back sight on. So I went ahead and just did away with that. Obviously, in that case, you have to put a scope on there. So I'm probably going to end up just cutting this front sight off. And if I want to, I'll go ahead and buy the new sight. If I want to turn this back into an open sight gun. But so far, so good. I'm happy with it. I can't believe the accuracy of this little thing. For 60 bucks, you know, plus all my mods, I'll probably spend another 50 bucks on mods. I did get the pump cylinder in here just because I heard that you should, but I don't know. According to the new specs that I've heard, you really don't need that one. I mean, yeah, okay, if you're trying to squeeze out, you know, 20, 30 feet per second, okay, but apparently the new ones come with the new aluminum chamber. So when I bought the new chamber, it seems to be about the same. So I think I'm just going to leave the old one in there for now until it breaks, and then I'll have a new one to replace it. So that's good. Anyway, looking forward to modding this a little bit more. Eventually I thought about getting a longer barrel, maybe a 24-inch barrel on it, just so I can reach out for fun. But for now, this is a great little gun. Fun to shoot, I'll bet. I'm going to get the new stock for this, the big fatter stock. People are correct, it does kind of, it's too small for my hands. So I kind of have some good sized hands, and that's just, I don't know, I don't like that. So it's still too small for me. Anyway, there you go, YouTube. Sweet. Peace out. X1 Falcon out.